What's approaching the supreme moment? Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Now that we had a recap of the expected 250 million downloads celebration, like what's to come, let's talk about the actual ticket banners that are also coming out and just kind of reference last year's 200 million downloads and take it from there and see what kind of cards could potentially be on it this time around. So I'm going to reference both the JP and global version just to kind of have a reference point as to what units were included. So we'll start off with JP. This is again the 200 million downloads that took place last year around this time, and yeah, a lot of featured units, and you'll see this here in a second. So you've got like Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku as well, Rose, Vegito Blue, Final Form Cooler, and a couple of other units, or not a couple, but quite a bit of other units. Now, you do see a mix of 120% leads as well as the 70% leads. Now, Global is going to be a little bit different because of the timing of the banners that came out, but it looks like up to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron banners, because it came out around the same time. The other units, Dokkan Fest units, were included on here. Like Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegito were probably one of the best at this point. If I reference, last year's schedule of banners that came out, besides the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron banner that came out a few weeks prior to the 200 million downloads, I mean, you're looking at, Universe 6 banner with the Kale and Caulifla unit, which were also on here, and Super Saiyan 3 Broly was obviously released on July 21st, and he's definitely not on here, so it really depends on the timing of what they decide to include on the banner. Like the Super Saiyan 3 physical type Gotenks is also not on here, so it could be a few banners back of what's included. Like it's hard to really say at this point, but yeah, I mean, it's really comes down to like Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku's probably, and then yeah, I mean, probably the most recent one out of the list that was included on the banner. Anything after that looks like, in terms of the featured units, like Strength Janemba and Gogeta and Super 17, those are banners that came out after Angel Goku but were not included on this banner here. So it all depends on the timing of it, but for this time around, since things have changed a lot, with the category introductions and whatnot, you got to figure they are going to include category leads. At least, hopefully like Angel Golden Frieza and maybe like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, maybe Omega Shenron, maybe the Turles unit. I'm not quite sure if LR Vegito and Gogeta will be on here. It depends. And the other question you got to ask is, are LRs going to be included on here as well? They should be, and they better be. But if we take a look from the unfeatured normal rate units, I mean, you'll see like Kale and Caulifla, the Hellfighter 17 and Android 17, but Mad Saiyan's obviously on here. And I mean, these aren't the best of units, but that's expected because this is, the normal rate type of banner. So Shugesh Borgos and Tora are on here. I mean, they are going to get a Dokkan Awaken coming up pretty soon, so those aren't necessarily bad units either. Like Pinnacle Rage Goku and the Strength Goku are pretty good units. The Strength Goku's a good unit on the not Universe Survival, but Realms of God team. He's a great partner with the Ultra Instinct Goku. So I mean, you've got a couple of units that have gotten Dokkan Awaken in recent times, and they're actually much better. So we'll have to see what the deal is with the the featured and unfeatured lists. But the takeaways for me is hopefully the LRs will be included on here, and you'll see a couple of category leads within the banner itself. So this was how JP looked last year for the 200 million downloads. Let's talk about the global side of it. So global had a little bit different set of units included because of, again, the timing of when the banners actually came out. So you see on top, Rose and Vegito Blue are kind of like the main featured units within the Dokkan Festival banner itself. And in terms of the timing itself, I mean, Vegito Blue and Rose for global looks like they came out, let's see here in a second. they came out prior to Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Those came out on July 13th, so literally like a little over a month before the 200 million downloads. So obviously they're not going to be included on there. And we'll take a look at the list. However, like the Merged Zamasu and also the Rage Trunks are on this list, and they came out on June 11th. So, you know, it really depends on the timing of when certain units come out. I mean, yeah, it really depends, because the Vegeta unit, the Super Intelligence Vegeta unit, came out on May 24th. So, you know, even 2 months prior to the 200 million downloads, like they did come out. So again, Rose and Vegito Blue were the main featured units. For the global side, they came out on April 30th. So it really depends on the timing of it. You can see there is slightly a difference between the featured units. Like I said, you don't see the Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegeta units included, because they literally came out not too long before the 200 million downloads took place. So the normal rates are obviously pretty similar with JP as well. I mean, you've got a couple of units here and there that are decent, not really worthwhile to talk about. But again, with the JP, you know, discussion, hopefully the LRs will be included on the ticket banners. I mean, they better be. They have been before, so I don't see why they shouldn't be. And in terms of, you know, the featured units, it's obviously going to be slightly different. Like JP, I would love to have Turles included as a featured unit. I think that'd be very nice, as well as a couple of category type leads. Global's obviously going to get some of that, I think, since you're looking at, you know, decent amount of leads here. You don't see a whole lot of 120% leads on the featured list within Global, unfortunately. But again, it all depends on the timing of it. So there might be a slight variation of when you know what units are going to be featured within the ticket banners itself, but I think mainly people are going to be looking for the you know, chasing or hunting LR units. Based on what the amount looks like, it looks like 8, 16, 20, so 24. Looks like 24 featured units within the global side, and then JP had let's see. JP had, let's see, 8, 16, 24, 28, 29 units, I think. So a decent amount of units. These are all going to be replaced, I'm sure, you know, with a couple of new type of units. You know, especially like I said, hopefully the category leads are going to be included on here. I'm not quite sure who all will be included on here. Like, again, I have a hard time believing LR Vegito and LR Gogeta will be included. I don't think they're going to be that nice about it. Maybe Ultra Instinct Goku will, and Angel Golden Frieza. Maybe like the Strength Ultimate Gohan unit. I don't know about Jiren, maybe, possible. You know, so I mean, I feel like Tapion's definitely going to be included. They love throwing that guy on banners randomly, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be nice if Bardock was on it as well, but I think the more focus this time around will be around category leads instead of type specific 120% leads, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes, but just kind of want to briefly cover the units that were featured last year for the 250 million downloads, and kind of talk about what could potentially be included. So, you know, feel free to comment and, you know, provide insight as to what you think is going to happen with the, you know, with the ticket banners. Like, who else is going to be included for both JP and Global? Like, who do you guys think will be included? Make sure to leave a comment. Let's get a discussion going, all right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and stop here. I wanted to, you know, just kind of briefly talk about it. So thanks for watching, and check you guys later.